Come on, man. I don't want to get hung up on the technical stuff. It runs fine on Xbox and it runs worse on PS2. Let's talk about the AAA licensed trilogy in the room. Urban Chaos Riot Response is the only game Rocksteady made before being delegated to do justice to the Batman license. So it's kind of the only example of their unrestricted, unlicensed creativity. But if I were a boardroom worth of out-of-touch guys in suits, and if someone showed me a game where dense urban environments become a forever escalating battlefield between crazy gangs and a super special SWAT strike team guy equipped with the latest and greatest of police brutality technology, I would want those guys to make me a Batman game as well. And while simplifying Urban Chaos to this extreme might make it seem as basically Batman with guns, I believe that both in style and gameplay, it offers more than enough to stand on its own. It is a very confident game, comfortably sitting halfway between Time Crisis's ridiculousness and Robocop's satire. It creates a world filled to the brim with crazy criminals, non-stop heists, kidnappings, bomb threats, world where police brutality is not only accepted, but expected. Police games, I think, occupy a very specific niche within gaming and culture overall. As contrary to military, where period of geopolitical instability created a political consensus in the biggest cultural exporter in the world that turned fabricated cultural pressure towards pro-militarism, cops never had that happen. Even more, as an institution, police is the most direct and instant tool of state control. So, in real life they stir up controversy, and in virtual ones they are the first responders, aka canon meat. It is incredibly difficult to thematically and stylistically make playing as a cop feel rightful or proud, unless you are one of the best FPS games ever made, which is exactly why Urban Chaos Riot Response does not even try. It's an FPS, one that, especially given the combination of its year and platforms of release, handles fantastic, but still somehow ends up in the second place in this bizarrely specific category. Either way, there are quite a few guns, each chunky and great feeling. The latter is achieved not only through decent bullet recipient feedback, but also with distinct earth-shattering, in case of shotguns, sound effects and unique patterns of motion blur for each boomstick. The standout feature of Urban Chaos's armory is the Riot Shield. It is crucial and expected to be used on a basis regular enough that it occupies the left trigger by default. And since it's indestructible, instantly whipped out, and you can throw stuff and reload guns while hidden behind it, which by the way is a pro tip, you get to use it very often. Buttons. A reloads and the 3 action buttons above switch between guns, throwables and melee weapons, and repeated presses scroll through your available stock, which is no problem for the latter too, as there is rarely more than a couple available, but as you are carrying 5-6 guns at the time, constantly fiddling with the X button reminds you of why Halo had a 2-weapon limit. Another star of game's arsenal is the taser. You'll probably use it quite a bit, not because it's particularly useful, but for the additional objectives. As you put away your shield, guns will shoot even before the lifting them up animation completes or starts even. So you can drop your shield for a split second, pull the trigger and cowardly re-enter your cover. It's sorta useful to farm headshots, really useful combined with upgraded shotgun, and completely broken with a revolver. As for the guys on the spicy end of the barrel, they look like their design has been influenced in equal part by heat and the fact that masks cut down on face animations big time. I like how they keep insulting and cursing you by the in aim, it helps in selling this criminal-ridden chaos universe game takes place in, and gives those guys tons of character. And this character is necessary to make up for the Remedy special, lack of enemy variety. You get the usual grunts running around with one of maybe 5 guns they get to carry, a grenade guy chilling in the back, or melee guy rushing to cut you up. Besides that, there are shield guys that are to be handled the exact same way every other shield guy ever, by shooting his shins. Within the chaotic conflict of law against lawlessness, you are positioned as the Holy Crusader, the first responder, but you're not alone. Your bloody march is followed by a medic, with whom you will be crossing paths quite frequently, which is really important since she's the only source of HP you get in this game. She carries 3 health packs that fill you up pretty good, and that's it. No medkits, no regen, nothing. But that's no biggie. Levels are quite short and 3 is more than enough. Other than her, you're often followed by firefighters that need to be taken care of, but you can order them around, make them unlock your path forward. The last gameplay thing to mention is the traumatic way of handling hostage situations. Every now and then you will be faced with one, and the standard protocol is to keep your riot shield up, wait for an opening, and take a slow-mo shot. I think we can all agree that it looks pretty sick, but this novelty wears thin after a while, and by the end of the game I met each one with an eye roll. And now, since that's done, we can get to... Game is divided into short linear levels that quite fittingly thread through urban settings in various states of disarray. Sightseeing is mostly limited to the usual: alleys, sewers, construction sites and warehouses, and Rocksteady did a dang good job at making those feel like there is more to this world than a narrow path, especially compared to other console shooters of that generation. There is a fair bit of padding, mostly the going there and back again the same way, which I'm fine with because I got to shoot guys both ways and it's fun. But those sections where you have to navigate burning buildings with thermal Batman vision, evacuating people one by one, I could do without. Besides the main missions where you just go wherever linearity takes you, there are also bonus time stages where you are to rescue and escort a VIP. It sounds rough, but time limits are very merciful and NPCs know how to stay out of the line of fire. Most importantly though, while optional, those levels grant you new guns, so hell yeah. Each level, bonus ones included, has a set of challenges. Unfortunately, those are the same every time. So for achieving a set numbers of arrests or headshots, no deaths, making sure to not kill special gang leader types, and collecting hidden masks, you get stars, and those unlock gear upgrades. With each level getting progressively more challenging, as it should, those upgrades become progressively more useful in completing following challenges. So you can either be meticulous and replay each level until you get all the shiny things, or, which is more likely, take it easy and do a sort of new game plus run. This kind of structure is absolutely nothing new or unique, but is one that disappeared alongside the 6th generation of consoles and makes Urban Chaos Riot Response feel really PS2. Wait. No, please wait! Urban Chaos Riot Response kind of illustrates how maybe not better, but for sure different, the games industry has gotten in the past 20 years. A studio could have conjured up such a whimsical experience and be handed one of the most prominent superheroes in the time of its resurgence, with amount of freedom unimaginable today. Probably because it's a pretty fucking fun game, and you should play it. You seem to have watched this video thus far, so maybe give the Arkham trilogy video a shot? Or don't. Either way, take care.